Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet, this is the Gaming Saloon for February 20th, 2015. With your host, Spacebreaker2448, Rabbit Epsilon, and Tamigan 2442.
Hello.
Hi.
Since he missed it.
What?
Are you alive?
No.
Obviously.
So, you've become a zombie.
Yes.
Don't bring that shit to Tennessee. That's all I want to say. Keep it down in Georgia. I got enough fucking tweets about the fucking apocalypse, apparently, because of the snow.
It's a snowpocalypse, though. I cannot believe I just did that. I hate myself now.
just let people know. We're in the area where that whole cold snap, like, mother of all fucking stupid bullshit cold is. Where apparently it's cold enough that we have to break out not only the 0 degree, but the -0 degree. That is legitimately something that was on, like, Channel 3's, one of their pictures on Twitter for temperatures. 0 and -0. What's the difference? Fuck if I know.
-0 is not any colder.
Yeah. It's cold. But yeah, 2 days ago we had snow, and no one flipped out about it. Now, all of a sudden, we gotta flip out about the snow. And be retweeting all the fucking tweets about the fucking snow. And people need to calm the fuck down. It's snow. Get over it. Is it the blizzard of 92? No. Then no one cares. Because it does not warrant attention. Unless we are knee-deep in fucking snow, we're all gonna be okay. I do mean literally knee-deep in snow.
Might be a slight echo on the stream, and if so, that was because my tablet decided it wanted to be loud all of a sudden for no reason.
Yeah. Well, how about we start off with what we've watched and played gaming-wise, and I'm gonna start off by talking about 1886 because that seems appropriate. All right. Apparently, before 1886 came out today, so yesterday, there was this whole big controversy stirred up because apparently the game can be beaten in 5 hours. Well, guess what, folks?
It can't.
It can.
Oh, wow.
Actually, that is the entire length of the game.
Wow. And no multiplayer to help it either.
Nope. And if you take Tobiscuit's word for it, which after watching about the first hour of the game, I'm willing to believe his statement, 2/3 of that 5 hours, meaning 2 hours of that game, is entirely cutscenes.
Jesus.
3 hours of gameplay. Which looks like the most boring third-person shooter I have ever seen, because half the time you're just walking around, the other half of the time you're shooting enemies that don't seem to be posing a threat to you. Also, it's like what's the game? I fucking forgot the game. Evil Within, with a whole weird widescreen aspect ratio because it's cinematic, I guess. It is very distracting, mind you.
Wow.
So, yeah.
But it looks more like a movie.
Well, if it wants to be a movie, here's my suggestion. Be a fucking movie! Be an animated movie!
But then it's not a game.
But it wanted to be a game.
No, it didn't.
It wanted to be an animated movie in a game form. That way people can play the movie. Because, those work.
Aw, damn it. I was going to link you the playlist I was watching the videos from, but apparently that playlist doesn't exist anymore. So I have to find a different playlist that lists all the videos.
You know what it probably boils down to? They probably got
Okay,
rushed at some point.
this game looks too fucking polished to be fucking rushed.
Unless that was
Okay.
the problem. Spent too much time polishing it.
Okay. This is a playlist of the game. So go from that, like, part 18, ending in final boss, up to part 1. Look how long that game is. Then scroll all the way down to that last video, which is all cutscenes with subtitles. I haven't watched that yet. But think about that for a second. That's 3 hours.
Denial.
Huh.
3 hours. And that is only like 2 hours less than probably what all those type codes would add up to be. If you were to add them all together. That I'm just like, wow. How far has this game fallen since its announcement? Because don't you remember back at E3 when we saw the announcement trailer for this and we were like, cool, alternate history Victorian London, 4-player co-op. Like, weren't we all excited for this game back at E3 when it got announced?
Yeah.
And now it is not even close to worth that $60 price tag. Because bear in mind, this game is the $60 retail release. 5 hours for $60. And somehow I think GameSpot gave this an 8. Why baffles me now, looking at this, because I'll give the game all the credit in the world in terms of the graphics department. It looks good, graphically speaking. But that it's got nothing else to it. Like, even in the first hour, you're introduced to 2 characters, and I'm like, so, gruff old man and his apprentice chick who keeps calling him old man because it's funny. Or is their banter supposed to be funny because I'm not laughing? Because I'm just like, okay, you're here and stuff, and it's the most boring opening to a game I've ever seen because it's literally like walk, 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 jump, walk, 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 walk. You do a lot of walking in the beginning of the game, like a lot of walking. So yeah, there was that. Like, I'm surprised you have no comment about this, since you all about the story and the characters thing.
I don't know. I'm kind of.
You have severely lost interest in this game.
It's not that I've lost interest in this game. I never had that much interest to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I could care less.
Oh.
And I know that sounds bad. I know it sounds horrible. It's just the game never interested me. Yeah, it had a cool story, but I mean,
Also, it's got a terrible ending because the challenge just like ends out of nowhere, and it's like, well, it's over now. Bye. And sequel bait's hard, apparently.
wow.
Bear in mind, again, 5-hour game, and it's sequel baits. I'm sorry, but you can't sequel bait when you aren't even out of the gate yet.
Did you say 5 hours?
Yes. 5 hours. 2 hours of that are entirely cutscenes.
So you're telling me it was Ground Zero's level of short?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Except
Holy
this didn't
Jesus.
try to pass itself off as a demo. This tried to pass itself off as a full game.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah. That's the part that makes me just, wow. So yeah, I've been watching that. I've been watching Markiplier's Fatal Frame. Let's Play. Because apparently I've become a fan of Markiplier these days, even though I don't watch everything he fucking does. I just watch whatever looks interesting on his channel, because there's so much shit everywhere. The new Spec Ops is out for Avengers Alliance, so I've been playing that the last couple days. Recorded more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, so that counts as gameplay. Did a game of Nemesis mode, which it's not as bad as you would think in terms of like what champions are going to play. And there's also an inherent risk with choosing your opponent's champions, because I picked Zack because who plays Zack? But Zack ended up being one of their better guys on the other team. Go figure. So there's a little bit of inherent risk with stuff like that. I'm trying to think of what else, because don't think I've played that much. Mario Kart and Smash. That was yesterday, and that was on stream.
That's been the bulk of mine the past few days.
Yeah. I need to sit down and get back in the FPS, because I want to complete that. Which I might do it tomorrow, because I've got 2 episodes already recorded, besides the one that came out yesterday, so plug YouTube, plug. Plug Fire Emblem, plug. So yeah, I'm good for at least a couple weeks. Of course, I'm up to 6, which means I'm going to have to record 2 more chapters before I have to figure out how to record Glock and not have ridiculous background noises.
So basically, it's a case of you need to go ahead and record them and then figure out what's going on from there.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the ridiculous background noises. I think that's just going to be, if you get Glock to help you, that's going to be a thing.
Well, I mean, that just mean, like, make sure it's not overpowering, which means, like, a lot of time spent in the editing program going over, like, minute by minute going, okay, it's Glock overpowered me here. No? Good. Okay. Oh, he overpowered me here. Okay, guys, split that.
He did that weird echo loudspeaker blaring in your ear thing. Got to get that out of there.
Yeah, I gotta literally cut that out of his audio.
Because, God, that hurts.
Because I'm going to have it as a separate, like, file, so I have to figure out some way to record GameFox on its own.
The only thing that I can think of would be if you had Glock record his end on his own and then send you the file.
It's going to be a pretty large file.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. But that's the only other way that I can think of if you wanted to just get his. And that would also mean that he'd have to 100% focus on you.
Which Glock has a problem with that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Glock, you have no comment about all this?
Do what?
Exactly. Thanks for proving the point there, Glock.
Okay.
And I've also gotten a very horrible idea, and anyone that's ever played Wind Waker knows why I'm fixing to say this. I'm thinking about doing an idea like you're doing with Path of Radiance with Wind Waker.
Well, let's play with Wind Waker?
Yeah, but doing the whole voice thing too.
Well, I don't know about the voicing, but I can recommend you someone I know who's currently Let's Playing Wind Waker to give you an idea of what someone who's more popular than us is doing in terms of a Let's Play of Wind Waker. To be honest, I can't do that for Path of Radiance because I don't think anyone's ever Let's Played this game. So I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. Yeah, I think that's been my gaming last couple weeks so far. I've not really tried anything new.
Me either. Well, except for what we did today.
Yeah, which was Town of Salem, but That's gonna be a stream of itself, which is probably gonna involve me going, "You fools! Why are you doing that? Stop believing him!" God damn it, fucking idiots! A lot of you. Can I just hang myself? Can I just move? I want to move.
I foresee that game being one of those that I am going to get pissed by the end of it. Just point blank.
I will too, because one of those games I'm gonna die the first night. I'm just gonna be like, well, I'm just sitting back for the rest of the night. I'm on Twitter, by the way. I'm gonna be on Twitter. Don't mind me. All right, Black. What about you? Doop 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 doop.
I guess he's doing nothing gaming wise, so that's okay. I guess.
Sorry, what? Huh?
Black gaming habits past couple weeks? Anything at all whatsoever?
I've been playing poker, Town of Salem. I've been playing uh trying to think. Hold on.
Do 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 do.
I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh a little. I haven't touched any of the normal games that I usually play.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird.
I didn't mention that. I do play Yu-Gi-Oh every now and again, just to be like, I want to play one of my decks, just to play it, just so I can keep myself familiarized with my deck. Which is come down to I can play my hero deck like anytime without ever having to worry about it. So I'm mostly just playing my Synchron Warrior and my DDD deck, just so I can be like, just so I can figure out like more strategies to do with them. Yeah. Which I kind of can't wait for more DDD cards to come out to expand that deck. Because I would really like that, because right now the deck's got some neat tricks with it, but it's probably nowhere close to like anything I could actually do. Because I'm really having to rely on good draws, which is something I don't have to rely on with other decks at times, especially my hero deck. Synchron Warrior a bit, just in the sense of, please don't give me a whole bunch of tuners. Please don't give me a whole bunch of tuners. You didn't give me a whole bunch of tuners. Good. Well, shall we get started with articles proper then?
I guess we shall in that case.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Before we get started, there's a vote on the side that says, would you rather Nintendo buy Capcom or Sega? Why is this being brought up?
Capcom or Sega? To be honest, I think it would be cooler if they bought out Capcom.
I even think it'd be far more hilarious if they bought Sega.
I kind of do
It'd be
too.
hilarious if they bought Sega, but they can do more with Capcom.
But there's Sonic. We've not had a good Sonic game come out of Sega recently, so I mean.
Yeah, we've seen that Nintendo will treat Sonic a lot better than other. Well, they've at least treated Mega Man a lot better than Capcom has.
Seriously.
I'll say again, they could do better with Capcom.
Alright, well, the article proper. Apparently, Minecraft is the most popular game to watch on YouTube. Ooh.
No, it ain't.
Well, according to this research.
Well, then, according to this research, then okay, fine.
Let's see. Mojang's popular sandbox building game accounts for 42% of all gaming-related views and saw nearly 2.4 billion views in January. And I'm echoing off luck a bit. Now it's gone. Let's see. That's 3 times as many as Grand Theft Auto. GTA was the only franchise to have double-digit views at 14%. FIFA saw 6. League, COD, and Counter-Strike came in at 4% apiece. Fan-made content was king in this research. 96.6% of all views came from videos made by fans. Well, fucking duh.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that one.
Minecraft was the exception to that rule, with 99.9% of its views from fan-made clips. Again, duh fucking huh. How much shit does Mojang actually produce in terms of videos?
How much shit does any of these games produce in terms of videos?
When it's not fan-made content.
Because, I mean, let's face it, most games have, what, 2 or 3 trailers? And that's it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Unless they've been
it's
delayed a
kind
bunch
of
of times,
duh.
then they come out with like 7 or 8 trailers before they finally come out.
But still, okay, 7 or 8 compared to every person that has a YouTube account that decides they want to play the game and put the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to continue it, at number 7, it's Super Mario. 8 is Angry Birds. 9 is Clash of Clans. 10 is Dota 2. 11 is Assassin's Creed. 12 is Battlefield. 13 is Smash. 14 is Team Fortress. 15 is Just Dance. 16 is Far Cry. 17 is Mortal Kombat with a C, not a K, because we are grammatically correct here in our research and study. 18 is Mario Kart. 19 World of Tanks. And 20 The Elder Scrolls. Team Fortress on down only accounted for about 1%.
I say screw them for spelling that wrong.
What, Mortal Kombat?
Yep.
Let's see.
No, screw them.
I'll be honest, I'm not too surprised, but again, I'm a little surprised by all this. I honestly wouldn't think that people would be that high, but I guess soccer be popular in the rest of the world.
Well,
holy crap.
honestly, a lot of it don't surprise me when you sit
Soccer's
back and
getting more
think
popular
about a lot
here
of that.
too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's such a vast difference in a lot of this stuff that it don't really surprise me so much.
Yeah.
And in terms of Minecraft, I guess being top on YouTube, maybe I can see that because everyone that tries to start on YouTube does that,
Yes.
except for
Except
us.
us. We started with riffings. I think.
Yep.
Yes.
So Microsoft made out like a freaking bandit when they bought Minecraft, obviously.
Except, think about this for a second. How much ad revenue are they actually getting from all this millions? I guarantee you it's not close to half, at least.
True.
Not to mention, you've also got to think of something too. Mojang already made the real money off of Minecraft long before Microsoft had their hand in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because guess what? How many people do you honestly think are going to buy the game now? At this point.
True. Unless, of course, they were broke and had to bootleg it and
Well, right
finally
now,
got the
Minecraft has to release
cash.
on a new console to really get a boost in sales, I would say.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's probably just like a city, like, oh, every, like 40 people buy it every month or so.
Right. There's no big chunk of money that they're getting out of it.
And I'm sure they got deals with, like, several different YouTubers to be like, hey, we'll split the ad revenue with you. Or their sponsorship or whatever thing you want to call it. But I guarantee you that does not accumulate to like half of this. It's probably like a quarter at best, and guarantee you.
Probably.
But yeah. Also, League being ahead of Dota doesn't quite surprise me, but apparently Dota's better. I'm sorry, these view numbers tell me otherwise. Apparently, people just don't care about Dota.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, Dota's never really done as good as League has.
Dota 2 hasn't focused as much on its, people as League has.
Yeah.
No, I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm just saying
I am.
it never has gotten as big.
Yeah. Here's the
Because
thing. Here's how.
they're essentially the same at their core all the way around. It's just a case of League did it better.
Yeah.
And Dota 2 is for the hipsters.
Yeah. Here's how I'll phrase it. Dota invented the MOBA, but League made it cool to have a MOBA. Because League made a shit ton of money. League went, oh, here's a game, and we make it really popular.
And they found that the answer was yes.
Yeah. I'm not too surprised Clash of Clans is up there because that's been getting a lot of commercial popularity these days.
True.
I still don't understand why it's so popular still.
Because boobs.
Because boobs.
Yeah, isn't that commercial with the chick with the boobs?
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that.
I mean, I'm
was
just saying.
Still thinking of the freaking Super Bowl commercial with Liam Neeson.
Oh, well, there's that too. But I'm just saying, it's like, well, the boobs.
Or wait, no, that is the boobs commercial, because isn't it the chick that he's having revenge on?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to those commercials.
I can't remember.
I'm not surprised Call of Duty is higher than Battlefield. I am surprised Dance Central's not on here, but Just Dance is. I'm not too surprised World of Tanks is up there. I'm kind of surprised Elder Scrolls is, considering how old Skyrim is these days. Like, it managed to crack the top 20 somehow.
Yeah, but I'd venture to say a lot of that's more PC side.
Well, yeah, I'm sure a lot of it is like people playing the game modded.
Right. Which say that always adds in a whole new thing. And that's also one reason why Minecraft doesn't get old as far as YouTube videos.
Yeah, Minecraft would be nowhere without its community.
But it's going to be soon.
Oh, because of the wasn't that I forgot the whole story. But it's like something to do with like servers and modding and stuff like that, and it's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Stop.
No, don't do this.
Yeah.
It all actually too kind of stems from the whole Microsoft buying it.
Any other thoughts on it? Nothing seems too surprising. I'm not surprised. I will say I'm not surprised by the Mortal Kombat resurgence since 10's coming out. So there's resurged interest in the franchise. So yeah, that's my final thoughts on it. Anyone got anything else before we move on?
No.
No.
Next up, everyone likes Netflix, right?
Sure.
Depends.
It really does.
On what?
What the heck they've got on there at the time.
Oh. Well, they're about to have a video game live action series on there because apparently Nintendo is in talks of doing a live action Legend of Zelda series.
Oh. Yay.
Oh wait,
super.
Oh wait, there's a wonderful quote here. Described as the swords and sorcery style of Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, but with a more family-friendly tone. It would follow the adventures of an ordinary boy named Link, who must rescue Princess Zelda to save Hyrule. Okay, time out. Back this up a second.
So we're taking something. We're taking a concept that originally started before both of these things occurred and comparing it to that.
I just meant, hang on. Why are we comparing Game of Thrones to a video game? Especially when we use family friendly in there. Last time I checked, Game of Thrones isn't very family friendly. Because I believe this is the same show that had a almost kind of look-alike Bush head piped.
Hmm.
And it has a lot of people dying in it. Very brutally, mind you. A lot. I'm like, hang on a second. There's something wrong with this statement.
You know where I have a funny feeling this is gonna flop?
It's never gonna get out of the gate.
No,
Oh,
no. It'll unfortunately live. But I have a funny feeling where it will fail will be the whole live action aspect of it.
well, if they get IGN to do it, it might be pretty decent. That's a reference only a few people are gonna get.
In all seriousness, I would see this functioning better as an animation kind of deal. Like if you could use the animation from newer Zelda games.
Well, there was a Legend of Zelda animated movie planned at one point.
And for all we know, this could be what that turned into.
Doubt it because that got canceled like years ago.
I say again, this could be what that got turned into.
I think there's even a trailer for it, or at least a test trailer for it out on the internet somewhere. It looks pretty decent, all things considered.
And you
Yeah,
know what I think is worse about this?
What?
Okay, they let the news out. They don't even have a writer.
And they even say that it's entirely possible that either company could walk away from the project before it gets off the ground. You know that thing I keep saying of people announcing shit too early? Why are you announcing this when it's not even solidified that this is going to fucking happen?
In all seriousness, though, I could see a Netflix exclusive Zelda series running.
Mhm.
But like I said, the live action part I think would kill it, even if it did get out the gate. On top of that, right now there's no writer, so it's not going to get out of the gate. It's doomed at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how soon will it die. When will someone put it out of its misery and say, okay?
Another question I have is, what kind of story would you do? Would you adapt one of the games? Would you tell a new story? Would you do a mix of both? But that's a question of mine because different Zeldas have different aesthetics to them, and some would lend themselves a lot better to live action than others. Wind Waker's not one of them.
No.
Oh God, no.
Oh God, no.
I would think you need a movie budget for that if you're going to adapt that story. Granted, you could make a whole lot of references to Waterworld with that, but that's a terrible reference to have. But I think like Twilight Princess would probably lend itself more because it has a little more realistic style. Skyward Sword, fuck no. That's too much CGI. Ocarina of Time might.
Yeah.
I would think one of the definitely one of the NES Zeldas probably could, maybe, possibly. I know damn sure Nintendo's not gonna adapt any of the CDI Zeldas because they publicly went on record like we disavow any knowledge of the CDI games. We have literally buried them somewhere in the world, and we don't care. Like you're pretty quiet on this. What do you think?
Yet again, I'm just kind of. Eh. None of these articles are really sparking anything for me.
Well, it's the best I could dig up.
I mean,
So,
it's not bad. It's just I don't know why I don't care.
because you don't have Netflix.
Yeah, that's probably about it. Yeah.
Well, we are going to talk about a thing that did surprise you when I told you this, like last week.
Okay.
You remember Shadow Realms, right? That game Bioware teased and then revealed a little bit of Gamescom and then went dead silent.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason for that. It's because it's dead.
Silent.
No, it's just dead. No, they took it out in the backyard, just shot it.
Some things
Shadow
are better
Realm.
dead.
Shadow Realm is officially canceled. The staff will instead be put to work on other projects within the Bioware family, including enhancements to Dragon Age Inquisition, Mass Effect 4, a brand new IP, which is the first we've heard of this, I think, and Old Republic.
Hmm.
For all the people that registered for the Shadow Realms closed alpha, we're working out a way to say thank you for signing up to all those people that gave us feedback at Gamescom and PAX, and those that shared thoughts and impressions in the past months. We thank you for being part of the conversation. Essentially saying, we're going to give you something for at least tagging along with this ride that went off the cliff really quick. So, yeah. The game literally died before it even got out of alpha. That's kind of tragic. I'm not gonna lie. That's tragic to see a game literally drown before it's even got a chance to surface and be seen.
Yeah.
That's a sad day.
There's still one other game that's still in limbo hell.
What?
The Last Guardian.
Oh yeah, I read. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, I saw an article come across that apparently Sony dropped the trademark for The Last Guardian, but apparently the game's still being worked on just without the trademark for The Last Guardian. So I'm guessing the game's gonna get a rename. The game's gonna be something completely different in terms of title when it comes out in 2050, maybe.
Huh.
At this rate, it's gonna be 2050 before that fucking game comes out. So yeah. As a quick note, because we are talking about Bioware, guess what, folks? Mass Effect 4 is gonna have multiplayer because Mass Effect 3 had multiplayer, and people liked it, and it was kind of popular.
And yep, that was gonna happen anyhow, whether you
Yep.
liked it or not.
Yep.
Because what would be a game without multiplayer anymore?
A potentially good game.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, with that out of the way, with our normal Mass Effect and Mass Effect inquiry, moving on. There's literally nothing else to say about that.
And this is actually something that kind of has my attention a little bit now.
Yes, I saw this come across the Nintendo news blog I follow on Tumblr, and I was like, I'm gonna look into this. Let's see. Playtomic Games Project Ukulele. I like that touch. A new platform adventure from the people we want making this type of game. Formed by 6 former Rare staffers, the studio includes the bloke who programmed Donkey Kong Country, the character designer behind Banjo-Kazooie, and the artist who made your console fit to burst with lavish environments across a decade's worth of adventure games. I'm already liking this company.
Yep.
if you're literally describing one of your folks as the bloke who programmed Donkey Kong Country, nothing special. He's just programmed it.
But if you sit back and think about that, that's going to tell you already that you've got a team that knows how to make wonderful environments,
Mm-hmm.
great characters, and can program good games.
Yes, and it's also ex-Rare people, aka the people who aren't working at Rare right now.
The
Which
people
is a
that
good
aren't
thing.
stuck in Connect hell.
Yeah, who aren't stuck in just developmental hell when it comes to being owned by Microsoft. And Microsoft's like, you can't do anything fun. Meh. Let's see. The first artwork and more details about this game will appear in Edge issue 277, which I believe is a European gaming magazine. I want to say. Over the coming months, they'll reveal more about our project and future growth plans.
So all the way up to E3, and we'll actually see something there.
Potentially. Although E3 is not really the place for indie games. And this will be technically classified as an indie game right now.
Well, true. Unless Nintendo's smart and picks them up.
Alright. All I'm going to say is, this and A Hat in Time makes me a bit nostalgic because Hat in Time was also really... Hat in Time, like, I want to play Hat in Time, although it's still not out yet. I think it's supposed to come out this year. I think.
I really hope it will.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to see this. This Project Ukulele. That picture is actually from the post, so I guess it's gonna involve some 3-eyed, 4-eyed creature, some or another. I don't know.
Looks along the lines of how Banjo-Kazooie was set up.
Yeah.
The second set of eyes peering behind the head of the first.
That's 3 different eyes.
That's 4.
I'm
4
counting
eyes.
2 as I know 4 eyes. I'm just saying 3 different kind of eyes.
No.
The other one's mirrored. It's mirrored. That's not different. That is literally the same image mirrored, just about. But yeah, that have an eye of something, and you have 2 different eyes of something else, of some other things. So are we upping the ante for Banjo-Kazooie, and now it's 3 characters in one?
Yes.
Any other thoughts? Gluck, you've been extremely quiet all night. Guess you just don't have the same nostalgia that we have for Banjo-Kazooie.
He probably hasn't played it. This is the same person that told me he hasn't played Star Fox 64.
Right. I sometimes forget
any Star Fox.
I forget sometimes you are from a different generation that does not know the greatness that Rare is.
I've never played it.
Everyone knows the references because of Do a Barrel Roll. Let's just point that one out there.
Yeah, I forget. Glock has yet to play a good Rare game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what we need to do?
What?
And I'm going to regret that this thought came into my head. Mainly because I've never finished the game, but yeah. We need to have a race on like Banjo-Kazooie or something like that.
Oh god. What? What? A series of videos of the 2 of us playing the game?
3 of us.
3 of us? Oh god. You do realize that I haven't completed Banjo-Kazooie either.
Well then, this will be a good experience for the 2 of us.
Oh,
I think
dear.
I've gotten what I think is approximately halfway through.
Okay.
I keep losing interest.
Oh.
But keep in mind that was a long time ago, so I don't have that save file either.
I had the cart. I might still have the cart. I'm not sure.
Oh
I don't know if
god,
I still have any of my N64 games.
I ain't played on an actual N64 in forever.
There have I. Okay. Well, since Glock's not interested, he might be interested in this.
What?
You love the PSP, right, Glock?
Eh?
You remember that Final Fantasy fighting game from back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Dissidia?
Yeah.
Do you really like it?
I've always pronounced it Dissidia, but
Dissidia,
yeah.
Dissidia, whatever.
Dissidia.
Whatever.
Dissidia, whatever. Guess
Same
what, Glock?
letters.
There's a
What?
brand new game coming. But I got some bad news for you. It's only coming to arcades for now. In Japan.
Oh, fuck them.
Oh, don't be too upset. The Persona 4 fighting games were in arcades first before they came to consoles. So there is hope.
Okay.
But we also have a trailer. And by trailer, I mean we have what I think is gameplay. Or what's supposed to be gameplay.
And we're watching it.
Yes.
I.e. Glock cue it up.
Mm-hmm. So then you can drool and be angry at the same time.
You guys just want to torture me.
What? I played a demo of Dissidia, and I enjoyed it, so...
It was an amazing game.
Yeah. The sequel was stupidly named for whatever reason.
Don't. Don't.
Do.
Just don't.
Do.
Oh, what? You didn't like the sequel that focused on lightning?
Never mind, don't.
Stop.
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 Was it Zach in the game too, or was it just me? Wait, no, Zach was in the game. Aerith was, and Tifa, because we have to get the other important characters from Final Fantasy VII. Okay, I'll stop.
God, you're a douche.
I poke fun at people who hate Final Fantasy 13 because I know it's bad, but I love poking fun at it.
Ugh.
It's not...
Because
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
The game itself isn't bad.
Exactly. It's boring.
I
Big
agree
difference.
with him, sadly.
Big difference. I can
It's
get
far
behind the
too
battle scene.
long.
I can get behind the battle system. I can get behind everything that I can tell the game wants to throw at me, but it's like, okay, come on. Come on. Come on already.
Exactly. It's just far too long. It's
Well-
3 discs, for God's sake, and there's no multiplayer.
Oh.
This is all single player on 3 separate discs.
3 Xbox 360 discs. Because you got to keep in mind, anyone that happens to think about Final Fantasy more than likely will be thinking of PS1 Final Fantasies. And it was nothing for them to be 3 and 4 discs long.
True. But I mean, this is Xbox 360. 3 discs.
It's like these discs, each disc should hold like 3 of the old discs.
Yeah.
What
Well,
the fuck?
what's that? Nothing on Lost Odyssey, who's like 5 discs, I think, on 360.
But the Lost Odyssey probably had something to keep people's attention.
Right. Whereas Final Fantasy 13 is boring, and then 13.2 just shits the bed up, just like what the fuck, what, I can't handle this story anymore. And then 13.3 is like, we're gonna quietly try to clean this up, and we're gonna like rewrite some things, and we're not gonna talk about it, and we're just gonna end this because we're fucking moving on.
Like
But I
I said,
mean-
I can get behind the battle system for 13. I really can. I like that. But it's one of those that it's like, when that's the only thing that I can say I like, that's a problem. When I feel like the story's moving so slow that I've played slow games that are faster than that, that's a problem.
I'm still ticked off with that stupid ship on freaking disc 2.
Chip.
I think I barely got into disc 2.
Disc 2, you get to a giant boss that is literally a flying ship with so many guns.
Yeah, I didn't
You
get that
can't
far.
do a single thing, and all you can hope to do is spam your potions.
Yep, didn't get that far.
Oh,
That's
it's
how
so
bad
annoying.
it is.
And then it drops soldiers on you too.
That's how
You have to
bad
fight
that
the
was
soldiers
for
while
me.
spamming potions while dodging bullets.
And you know it had to be boring for Glock to actually have ditched it, because I have seen him sink hours upon hours into games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I completely forget the quote from Final Fantasy 13-2's main villain that made me go, "The fuck time travel logic are you using? I don't even understand."
What was the quote?
I don't remember, but I know it was like something really fucking stupid.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Wasn't it like,
Hang on.
wasn't it something along the lines of like changing something in the future changes something in the past or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's like if you change your future, you change your past. Make that make sense. Because that's somehow. Because I'm like, wait a minute, that's ass fucking backwards. Time travel does not work that way. You can't change your future and change your past. You change your past, change your future. You can't do it the other way. Nothing goes that way except you.
13-2 villain
It's fuck, I even forgot his name.
quote.
Fucking asshat with stupid demonic sword and weird. I don't even know where to begin to describe the story of Final Fantasy 13-2. All I'm gonna say is
Caius Ballad?
Caius. That is his name.
Why Caius?
But yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
thinking the way you were saying that was something along that line, and it was like, what? What the fuck?
Bear in mind, this is said from the main villain to the heroes,
I mean,
and they believe it. And I'm like, why? Aren't you full of shit? Aren't you trying to blow up the world?
I am seriously trying to find.
Best thing I can say is go watch Digence's reviews of the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. He makes sense of this nonsense and explains it, and shows how bad it is. And by God, is it bad at times? Granted, his collection. Oh,
I think you found it.
Yeah. But what was the clue? Oh, you haven't even seen the ending of 13-2.
I don't want to.
Oh.
I don't want to.
Well, now that we've bitched about the 13 trilogy, let's watch Dissidia and make ourselves happy.
Let's
Still
do it.
gonna be ticked off because of it.
As ticked off as you were about 13?
God no.
Well then, let's watch it.
Alright, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go.
It's been a while since I've seen that.
Yeah. That imagery is pulled straight from 14. 14 starts with that same type of imagery. Not the whole, like, referencing the other games, no. Which I think that's only Dissidia 1 in there. I think. No, it's Dissidia 2, because there's, like, that guy from 10.
Shut up.
Asshole father.
Shut up.
Okay, 10's not that bad now that I've heard the whole story. It's not the worst thing in the world. Also, by the way, apparently the game's now 3v3 instead of 1v1.
So they're implementing the party system into it.
Yes. Also, chaos. Hi, Lightning. We were just talking about these shitty fucking games. Oh, there's your boy Glock. He gets the final trailer shot.
I want it now so I can kick his butt. I want it now just so I can murder him.
Well, it's
Screw
coming out in arcade.
arcades. No. Screw arcades. Bring it to me now. Let me murder him, and then you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah. But it's coming to arcades. More than likely just arcades in Japan, but the arcade scene is a lot better in Japan than it is in America, just saying. So this article being like, that's a surprise about arcades, and I'm like, in Japan? No, not really. Arcades are still a thing in Japan because, densely populated, not as spread out, so arcades are a natural thing to have. Hell, those like machines in stores where you like drop a coin in, turn the thing, and like get a toy.
Yeah.
That's a lot more profit. That's a lot bigger in Japan than it is stateside.
Oh, I bet.
Like Ryder is involved in that because you can get like various different gimmick toys from there, along with other stuff. Like a shift car, you can get a shift car in a gashapon machine, which is what they're called in Japan. Just imagine that. Walking up a machine full of shift cars and being like, drop it in, boom, I got a shift car. From my driver and all my other toys. Like, this is a country where you have fucking electronic vending machines as a normal. Like, vending machine was like iPads and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a normal thing in Japan. Also, just straight up food vending machines. Like, here's a sandwich out of a vending machine.
Awesome.
But, we're gonna get more information April 10th, so we'll be checking back in with this new Dissidia then. All right.
Moving on.
Yeah, in our last article, and we've only hit the hour mark. It's gonna be a short episode this week.
Yeah. Shorter than most.
Of course, this probably is going to take a while. Amiibos. Everyone loves Amiibos, right?
There's two I'm wanting. And I can't find either one of them right now, and I'm not going to pay out the ass for it.
What?
Fox and Samus. I keep looking at Walmart for them every time I'm there. It's like, fuck.
It's so bad of me to say that I own both of them.
Fuck you.
And they were the two I got for two of the ones I got for Christmas.
Oh. I have, though. I've been, past couple of, since I've gotten my Wii U, I've been hunting for them too.
Yeah.
And of course, they don't have them. It's like, I don't want the others that you have.
Let me check. I'm gonna check a website real quick. I know they're a website for figure art stuff. They do sell Amiibos.
Oh wow!
And the Amiibos are they go across regions because they're not region locked. Yay!
True. Kind of hard for Nintendo to region lock something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it'd be impossible, but it'd be hard.
Well, I can't get you Fox and Samus because they're sold out, but I can get you just about anyone else because they're in stock.
Well, that's about as good as Walmart then. Last time I went to the freaking new Walmart, I kid you not, every other Amiibo that they could have possibly sold at the time, they had at least one of, except for the Samus one. The Samus spot was the only one that was empty. It's like, oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Yeah. I tried checking Target and GameStop, in all honesty. You might have better luck there.
I will find them too, eventually.
Yeah. Just don't pay the eBay price.
No.
Dear God, don't pay the eBay price. Anyway, on the actual article now, there was a lot of information about the Amiibos come out in terms of like sales figures and numbers and some confirmation of information we heard early. We've heard. Uh, Essentially, it breaks down to Nintendo has sold 5.7 million of these little things. 5.7 million
Jeez.
at about $14 a pop. $14 a pop, at least US side.
Holy
That's
fucking shit. Sorry, I got to thinking about it, and now I'm looking. And Amazon, it's high, but not horrible.
Oh, the Amazon price can get high up there too because you have third-party retailers coming through Amazon too.
This one, there's 3 left. They're selling them at $30 a pop.
God damn, that's almost twice. That's like over twice retail price.
Yeah, like I said, it's not as bad as I would have expected, but damn, that's high.
Yeah. We also got a sales ranking chart of who sold the most in what region. Link dominates the charts apparently, except for Australia because apparently Australia doesn't care about the green-hatted swordsman. They care more about Mario.
Hmm.
Which Mario got dropped into third in Japan behind Kirby. Kirby is somehow more popular than Mario in Japan.
Wow.
Poor Mario. But yeah, a lot of types in there. Mainly, what we're going to talk about is the confirmation. I'm trying to find that where it says it in the article. There it is. They'll be introducing Amiibo cards, essentially card versions of the figures. Therefore, you can get the things that the Amiibo is connected to, except you don't get the really nice detailed figure. You get a card, but you get the unlocks. That's like half the price. But yeah, they announced that's coming. They're also announcing that certain amiibos will unlock specific NES and SNES games for play as demos. So essentially, the masterpiece stuff from Smash Brothers. Well, now you can get that with the amiibos. Yay! The NFC reader writer device for the Nintendo 3DS will be coming to summer in Japan. And that's about it in terms of information. So, the cards. Nintendo, this is not going to fix your problem. It's not. At all.
It's just gonna make it
Whatsoever.
worse.
What you're essentially doing is creating a second line of amiibo collectible stuff for people to get. Literally. I mean, literally. That's what you're doing. You're not fixing the problem of the whole amiibo shortages and people paying out the wazoo on eBay and Amazon for these fucking figures. No. Just produce more of them.
By the way, I think it's gonna be official. I'm not gonna get a Fox Amiibo anytime soon.
Wow.
Everywhere else is sold out.
Yeah.
I'm not paying $30 for the Amiibo.
Yeah, Fox has apparently got to be one of the rare ones recently
Oh
for
god.
whatever reason. But yeah, I don't understand that. Now, I can't confirm this information I heard, and hell, I only heard the half the story. I need to go back and listen to the stream to hear the whole story, I think. But apparently the reason for the amiibo shortages is due to the contract Nintendo has with the manufacturers of them. And this contract was only for like so much. And because these are so popular, they can't really produce anymore. So it's kind of breaking down to Nintendo has two options. They can either renegotiate the contract to increase stock, or get out of the contract, make their own subdivision, and sell it and make them themselves, which they could probably totally do.
Yeah, they probably could.
Yeah. I can't confirm that story. I only heard like that story in a stream. I don't know where that information came from, so take it with a super grain of salt because I could not confirm it through any other source. Yeah, I just don't understand that. It's nice that we're getting the older 3DS like reader writer thing. Considering I kind of want to pick up Codenames Theme, and I would love to get Fire Emblem characters in that game. Also, intelligent software. Do the idea I said last time when we were talking about amiibos. Do it, or do one of the ideas I said last stream. Yeah, I just don't get that. But what do you two do you think? I know Glock is just like so not interested in amiibo stuff because he doesn't have a Nintendo console.
Well, I guess since Glock absolutely has nothing to state.
Nope.
What am I gonna say? I want a Wii U, but I've got no money.
Well, you can at least comment on the whole amiibo card thing.
And the fact that I just found out that the frickin' Fox Amiibo is one of those, oh my god, you're gonna pay a lot for it if you want it.
Yeah.
That and the Sonic one.
Sonic, I think, just came out like a couple weeks ago.
Exactly. I saw the release date on the Nintendo site. I thought, well, I'll look, because that might be another one that I might pick up. Nope. Nope. It's like, oh god, come on. Oh, why do I have a funny feeling the ones that everyone is wanting are going to be the ones that are going to be the rare ones that are going to be gone quick?
That's possible.
Because, like Fox, Samus, Sonic,
Somehow Mario keeps stocked.
well, that one I can kind of guess that Nintendo probably kind of was like, you know what? Let's overpopulate Mario ones.
Yeah.
Because it ain't nothing for me to go into Walmart and see that the Mario amiibos have like 3 or 4 in the bins while the rest of them are lucky to have one.
Yeah.
I can only think that they overstocked it on purpose.
Yeah. Tap tap.
Tappity tap 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 tap.
Normie.
Kind of
Hard to
to.
ignore you when you're like spamming your mouse button like it's a damn. What's the name of it? It's the name of the genre I'm thinking of. Bullet hell video game.
Nah.
So what your mouse sounded like? They were just like, hurt.
Oh god, I remember this.
Yeah. Also, probably doesn't help that in America, some amiibos are getting exclusive to stores like Mennonite's exclusive to Best Buy, Shulk's exclusive to GameStop, which is probably limiting their stock already.
Ooh, yeah.
So yeah, it's Nintendo. Just make more. People will buy it.
Even if they had to renew the contract and that meant that the price would have to go up, as long as they didn't skyrocket to 30,
no,
it wouldn't be a problem. People would pay 15 or even 20 for it, I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I'd pay 20 for a freaking amiibo.
Yeah. Hell, I would like to get all the Smash Bros. Amiibos just because that's all the classic mode trophies right there. That would be a cool thing to have. Of literally having like all the classic mode trophies for all the Smash fighters. That would be a cool thing to have it, for me at least.
Hell, I would love to, and at one point I know I will have to get the Mario one, but I would love to at one point have all the classic Smash amiibos. That would kind of be one of those something that came out with the newest Smash that I could say reflects back off of the original.
Yeah. And added to this, we've gotten the Mario Party amiibos. And apparently we're getting 3 more, a Wario, a Rosalina, and a Donkey Kong one to go with the ones that are coming out. Again, they'll function like the Smash ones if they have compatible characters. I think Toad's the only unique one there. And we're getting Pokken Tournament ones. So all of the announced fighters in Pokken Tournament right now, they're getting amiibos. Because reasons. I don't know what functionality they have. All I know is they are getting them. And they have their own blue base, meaning they are different than the Smash ones. Or that denotes like a different line. So I'm guessing every fighter in Pokken Tournament is going to have amiibo. which means I might want to pick those up because I'd be like, oh, that'd be cool. I'd love to get like if one of my favorite Pokemon gets one of those, I'd be like, I pick that up.
Then you know what I kind of wonder?
What?
Okay, we know there's a possibility for a new Star Fox game.
It's already been confirmed. Amiibo support is coming to the new Star Fox game.
Obviously, but I'm wondering if that's also going to implement a special line for that, or if they're just going to let them utilize the Smash ones.
I wouldn't be surprised that what you get in the Star Fox game is what you got in the Ace Combat game that has Amiibo support, where you get skins for the R-Wings. Because in
Yeah,
Ace Combat, you got skins based off whatever Amiibo for that game in terms of the jets.
I'd say in terms of the new Star Fox, it wouldn't just be the R-Wing, though. I'd
Well,
say the Landmaster would probably get skins too.
yeah. That would be nice to touch, I would say.
But I also think it'd be neat if they did kind of as a help to keep like Fox and Falco's amiibos from being the super rare ones, kind of have a maybe another short little burst of where they'd come out as their own line, have a
Yeah,
different base that way that denote a different line, but still function like them.
actually, Falco doesn't have an Amiibo yet.
You know it's coming.
I know everyone in Smash is getting an Amiibo. There are only three fighters in the game I think who are not going to get Amiibos, and it's going to be the Mii fighters.
True.
Although, here's an idea for you customizers: it'd be really cool if, as a custom thing you could do on a regular basis, is to do custom Mii fighter trophies.
That would be
Just
neat.
saying. Oh my god, just being like, okay,
It,
here's my Amiibo, here's the outfit, and they make it for you.
even if they didn't have any functionality with it,
No,
just
I
so
wouldn't
that they
care.
would look the same.
Yeah, because that's a thing in Smash, kind of, where you do see like a trophy version of your Mii's. The only thing is, you only see it like when you initially customize the figure. Your classic mode trophy is not that character; it's the default fighter for that class.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for whatever reason, the gunner is the only female of that.
Odd.
I know. I found it especially odd when I went to customize. I was like, I want to make gunner class, but the default me's a chick. I wonder if Glock will get angry at me for this, because I totally didn't expect this. But yeah, that would be the idea. And speaking of custom amiibos, apparently Evolos, one of the more prominent amiibo customizer, is apparently in contact with Toys R Us of selling his custom amiibos through Toys R Us.
Huh.
And I believe he's made. I believe one of the amiibos I see on this article is a Metal Mario amiibo, and I'm just like, I buy it only because I would want a Metal Mario because I'm that nostalgic about it. But yeah, it's getting like Nintendo. Just make more. That's all I want you to do is just make more. Literally, in a survey Nintendo put out asking a whole bunch of questions, when they were trying to ask like, "Do you have comments about Amiibos?" I said, "Make more stock." It's literally one of the only two things I said to them. It's just make more. That's all you gotta do. Make more.
Seriously.
People will buy this. People will buy this in fucking droves if they could. People will. There's a joke comic about someone buying like Pokemon amiibos with shiny Pokemon amiibos. Guess what? People would actually fucking buy that at that rate.
They would.
Yeah, they would. You know they would, Nintendo.
Don't doubt the Pokemon community.
Do not doubt the internet's obsession with Nintendo. They will buy whatever the fuck you're selling in terms of these amiibos because they are that popular right now. And the fact that you're opening it up to open it up cross game gives you so much potential for what you could do with this.
Yeah, all the way around.
Like, just think about this a second. Like, you were talking about Star Fox compatibility.
Yeah.
What if the Amiibo Star Fox compatibility is not characters, vehicles? What if in the new Star Fox game you can unlock different versions of the R-Wings and Landmasters based off different games? You can unlock, like, you have an Amiibo of the classic R-Wing. If you put it on if you scan it, you get to play as the classic R-Wing in the game. And by classic, I mean the N64 one, because I sometimes forget there's a game. There was a
there's a
Star Fox game
SNES.
before 64 one.
Yeah, there's a SNES one.
Yeah, I forget that. Even though Andros from Andros in Smash is referencing the SNES one. I just don't think about it. But just think about that. Do you think how many people would love that?
Oh God.
Especially since, as I've come to find this out in the last few months, there hasn't been a single toy of the R-Wing ever. Ever. Literally, the first toy of the R-Wing that will come out is going to be a pack-in bonus with the World of Nintendo Star Fox figure to come sometime this year from Jack Pacific. That'll be the first R-Wing to exist ever in toy form. There is literally no other R-Wing. None whatsoever. And that baffled my mind because I would think, how many people would buy an R-Wing, buy a toy R-Wing? Like, I would buy it so much.
There's a lot they can do with this,
Okay.
and I hope they'll do it. I really do.
My wall will literally just slap me in the face and just go, no, I'm walking away, and go find a new person to be the wallet for if they come out with a Fire Emblem series of amiibos based off characters from other games. He's like, no, I'm done. I'm out. Peace. Like, no. It will literally walk out on me. Literally walk out on me if that happens. Which it totally should happen, because that would be really cool.
I know one thing. Like I said, the biggest thing that I would love to do is get all the amiibos from the original Smash.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. I'm trying to think of everyone who's out. Mario and Luigi have one. Ness has one. Falcon has one.
Samus. Fox.
Samus. Fox.
Does Captain Falcon have one yet?
Yeah, he's got one.
Damn it, I can't think. I can't pick.
Jigglypuff doesn't have one.
Yet.
Yeah. Yoshi's got one. Pikachu's got one. Donkey Kong and Link have one. Actually, Jigglypuff's the only missing original Smasher to not have an amiibo yet.
That'll be next wave. You watch.
Yeah. that'll be Jigglypuff, Mr. Game and Watch, Duck Hunt. I would kill to have a Mr. Game and Watch one, just a half one. Just be like, hey, I got what is essentially almost paper thin character now.
I would force myself to stop after I did the classic ones. Simply because I know how much money I would sink into it if I wanted to get them all.
It's a dangerous rabbit hole, my friend. Don't feel bad. I know that feeling. But I equate that very much to a Figure Arts collection of, like, I know the feeling when you've gone too far, but you can't stop because you love the setup you have.
I've thought a few times that I ought to get into the figure arts thing like you, and then I think to myself, think about what you're doing here.
Oh yeah. Think about the price you're spending per figure. Trust me, dude. That is a terrible decision.
And then of course, Nintendo and the Amiibos. Really,
Yeah.
it's like Guys, come on, really? I dodged Infinity. I dodged Skylanders. It's like, ah.
I can at least say Skylanders has cool character designs that I go, I like those character designs. But
I
I'm
can
not buying
too.
into the game.
I can too, but I'm not buying into the game.
No. And I'm not
This,
buying
I'm
into
not buying
Infinity.
into a game. I'm just wanting the figures now. It's like, ah.
Yeah. And I'm not buying into Infinity because I believe Infinity has shat itself in terms of its in terms of its potential.
It has.
Yeah. It could have been so much better.
Disney could have went farther with that than what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And Nintendo's living proof of that.
Nintendo's like, oh, by the way, our amiibos go all across all of these games. It is literally Infinity, except instead of it being one game, it's all games. And there's compatibility for all.
I so love the fact that Nintendo not only came out and said they were doing something similar to both Skylanders and Infinity, but came out and said they were doing it better than both of them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. The only problem is where the thing they're failing at is the whole quantities.
Uh-huh.
That's really where it's failing. Otherwise, this is a great system. I don't think the cards are going to go over as well as they're thinking they will.
No, but it'll still like make money on the side.
Oh yeah. And quite frankly, I will probably be one of those people that I will follow this, and if I can't have a Fox Amiibo right now, I'm going to get the card, which will probably sprout into I'm going to wind up getting the cards for the others.
Yeah. Honestly, the only thing Fox I'm picking, I don't think I'm planning to pick up the cards. The only thing Fox I'm picking up is the World Nintendo figure because I want fucking Arwen. God damn it! Like it'll be the only World Nintendo figure I buy because Figure Arts is doing Nintendo characters, and I'm like, I'm gonna pick up these guys because they're better and they have more articulation and stuff like that. You know, the things I actually care about. Like I pay more, but I'm getting like just as much out of that price tag. So yeah. But it'll be the only Fox thing I pick up outside of the Amiibo. I also just found out that Marika just got announced for Figure Arts. Web exclusive, July 2015. 5,184 yen, which is about standard web exclusive price. And apparently, Shift the type technique is also a web exclusive, meaning if you want the door gun, you gotta buy the web exclusive. Fuck you, Figure Arts. I hate you sometimes.
Oh wow.
I doubt it because they haven't done anything with Gaim Kiwami in terms of a weapon pack. Like I think they should because that would sell. So yeah, let's talk about releases because I think we're done with Amiibos.
I
Blank.
got to kind of transition, so as I transition, we kind of procrastinate, and then I'll open up other stuff while I'm opening. I can't speak. Opening up the
Things
other
and words
stuff.
and phrases and sentences.
Yes, pretty much.
So Glock, what are you doing?
Huh? What?
Not even listening anymore.
Nope, he's completely tuned us out.
Yep, that Amiibo conversation, nope, I'm done. I'm gonna go do the thing I'm doing.
We pissed him off with the Amiibos.
Mm-hmm.
That's all this is. Glock.
Right, what?
Oh, XSplit just locked up.
Oh.
Are we streaming still?
Saw the tweet come back out, so I guess stream restarted itself at some point.
If it did, it had to be right after I transitioned because XSplit was still working until then.
Okay. So we're back. So we should be back now.
Maybe.
Kind of.
XSplit's still locked down. That's what I don't get.
I saw the tweet we were live.
That's not good.
Let me refresh the dashboard real quick. And if I can hit the refresh button and not the drop down button. Do 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 do. We might be offline. We might be online. I'm not sure anymore.
Twitch app's not showing us.
I hear it's live,
Huh.
so I believe we're live. We're back to
So,
being live.
XSplit's breaking.
Fantastic.
Well, if Jens can hear us, we'll be back in just a... There it goes. Thank you, XSplit. You stupid fucking piece of shit. Okay, apparently we're back. Thanks to
Yay.
XSplit derping. I don't think the recording broke, though. That's what's funny.
Oh, good. We don't have to worry about editing TCS and getting up like Tuesday.
I'm trying to verify on that whole recording thing
Okay.
before we go on.
Do-do.
Nope, it broke it, because there's two of them.
Fantastic. You're going to have fun editing that.
I'm just going to put them together and be done with it. They should pretty much be back to back.
Okay.
I have a funny feeling when I upgraded to 8, I broke something. And that's why the updates aren't working either. So
Fantastic.
I get the fun of trying out Windows 8's whole refresh your computer that removes all of the programs and makes me have to reinstall all the programs and die a little inside again. I hate doing that. That's why I will not format my computer until I have to, because it's like, I hate doing it.
I'm with you. It's a bit monist. Yes, I don't like doing it.
That's honestly why I like my phone. If I've got to factory reset my phone, all the stuff comes right back on it. I ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's like, that's wonderful.
Are we good to do releases now?
I think we are, until
Our...
XSplit or Chrome breaks, one of the two. Is Glock around to even comment on releases?
I hear random noises, so maybe, I don't know.
Glock.
Fell asleep.
Glock.
There was a noise. There's rustling in the bush. Could it be? Can it be?
Whoopsies. Hi. Well, here. Everyone can see that I will poke him. Poke. Poke.
Oh god. Clark probably fell asleep. Maybe. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's gotten if he's distracted, he is deeply entrenched into his distraction.
Okay, hold on a second. I know how to solve this.
Oh. It's a loud
Pokemon
noise.
No.
No.
Poke him on the one thing that I know he'll look at, because he's probably on it right now, and that's why he's ignoring us.
He's deeply entrenched in the conversation with somebody on Chat Tango.
A wild Glock is battling Chatango.
It is confusing him.
Beep.
Oh,
That was delayed. I guess he's lagging a little bit.
No, I'm just about to lock down my entire Firefox. It's everything. It's taking forever Chat Tango to get loaded up. I'm not sure why. I'm trying. Stopping the one thing I think it's causing it.
Stop everything. Everything's causing it. It's all everything's fault.
Oh, it's the loop. It's probably the loop. Okay.
Stupid fucking Windows 8. Well, we know they're at least going to him.
Yes.
And he has it up because that's the up sound, not the down.
Mm.
The other one, it's more like. And I
Yeah.
cannot believe I did that right. Holy crap!
I'm used to the down noise because I never have chatting open up in a page ever, or in a tab ever.
The only time I do is after Glock gets on one of his. I'm going to type a sentence, hit enter. I'm going to type another sentence right behind it, enter. I'm going to type another word, enter.
I usually do that when he's like, "Hey," I'm just like, I just sit there and I wait, and I'm just like,
You know what gets me, though? I've done that. Sit there, think, oh, well, okay, I guess he's done. As soon as I close the window, he replies. It's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just closed it. It's like it's almost as if he waits. And then it's like, okay. But anyhow, let's just do quick. Releases. Releases first. Releases. Quit trying to say quick draws. Releases.
but we have one big thing coming up right off the bat. February 24th, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Coming out, Xbox One, PC, PS4.
So,
ElderGeek.com has a great little catch up, a couple of videos if you want to just hop right into Witcher 3.
so we're gonna go on a wild hunt for a witch.
No, The Witcher is what you play, but yes. And a game we've also talked about, because on the same day for iOS, Android, PC, and Mac, The Witcher Adventure game. Is that, I believe, yeah, it's MOBA thing. I believe. I think that's the name of it. I don't remember. Anyway, coming out on the 25th, a Druid's Duel PC, Mac, and Linux. I got enough dueling on my own time, so no. Homeworld Remastered Collection coming out the 25th as well on PC. I think Total Biscuit's got a video of that up. Or he was streaming it today, I think. I did not drop by to see. Keeping on going. Actually, no, because there's nothing else. Unless I have skipped. I skipped. Wait, no. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. I'm not paying attention to dates at the moment. Ignore me.
Good one.
I'll get it right here. On March 3rd, going into the next month, Scream Ride, Xbox One, 360. Talomare coming out on the 3rd as well on PC. And coming out the 6th, our next day of streaming, Zombie Army Trilogy, coming out for PC, PS4, PC, and Xbox One. So, yay, a collection of games that is probably super obscure. Well, I would hint at what's to come after that, but the page isn't loading, so fuck it. Alright. Guess we'll just move on to quick draws then.
I guess so.
Well, everyone remember that whole leak of Rayman being in Smash Brothers on Valentine's Day? Well, it's fake. And this wonderful bastard is the one responsible for this. Omnijakala was the one who made the video. And he released a video detailing the entire process he went through in order to fake it. Because here's the thing. The video that you have saw, that's not the game. That is not even a mod of the game. Nope. He literally edited together a video so well that it duplicated the menu. That he literally duplicated the menu in a video editing program using captured footage, original art, and other assets. Because he has a video detailing this. Like, he even points out like one of the flaws of the video that apparently no one noticed. Because the whole you know how there's a background like behind all the character portraits on like the big like character selection part?
Yeah.
There's a flaw in there to where it doesn't blend properly. Although I doubt you could tell that in the original video.
True, the quality was for crap on that one.
Yeah, which was on purpose.
Right.
Essentially, he created a Rayman portrait from scratch in the style of Smash. Created Rayman's logo. Created all the text involved for both Rayman and Mewtwo. Modified the existing Mewtwo trophy and used details from the character model we saw from Nintendo Direct. Ow. What the fuck?
I don't know.
From Nintendo Direct to essentially create a small character portrait from Mewtwo, recreate all the text, recreate the background, recreate the swooshing of a character coming in when you're selecting them, because there are like speed lines there. Yeah, I bet no one ever knew that until he pointed that out, because I didn't even know that until he pointed it out. Like, so much work just to fuck with the internet. I applaud this man, and I have subscribed to him on YouTube. But he also like said like post in the comments or post on Twitter like who do you want Smashified, meaning have a character portrait in the style of Smash done by him. And essentially it was a lot of self-promotion. It was a big self-promotion thing as the interview talks about. Mostly I'm just saying go subscribe to him on YouTube. Just do it.
You know what I am wondering though?
What?
When all this originally happened, Ubisoft made a comment that they were going to make a comment about it Tuesday.
And they didn't. Probably
Where'd that comment go?
It probably didn't happen because he came out and it was like, but by the way, it was a fake. And they're like, oh. Yeah, well, I guess we don't have to make a comment anymore.
Yeah, but at that point, that's when you come out and say, okay, look, in light of how this happened, yeah, we're not going to do anything. Instead, what this has done is it still kind of makes it look like there's some bit of truth there. Like, possibly he was supposed to be. And might not have made the cut or something.
I don't know. All I can tell you is the Rayman trophy in the Smash Bros. Game is a unique model done by Ubisoft specifically for the game. Why has never been explained by anyone involved.
It's one of those I'm kind of wondering if there might have been some bit of truth in that no one knows yet.
Yeah. Artsy Omni on YouTube. Go subscribe. Go give him a subscription. This bastard has set the standard now by which all like fake leaks have to live up to. Like if you don't put this much work and have this much attention to detail as he had for just doing this, simply to promote himself and to fuck with the internet, because I believe there's a little bit of just like I wanted to screw with the internet. Like you gotta meet this guy in terms of your work, in terms of your job. So step up your game, folks. Especially you folks in the Tokyo community. I expect fake toy catalogs at some point in the future that are extensively detailed. That's all fake.
Oh God.
I would kill to have that because I would laugh my ass off.
Oh God.
And I would admire the person who did it. So, that's my quick draw. Tell me your quick draw.
Okay, this one, yeah, kind of threw me for a little bit of a spiral at the beginning. Apparently, the Surgeon Simulator devs want to make an MMO without NPCs. Uh, yeah, the people that not only did I Am Bread, but also Surgeon Simulator, probably two of the most hate-filled games out there.
I think Surgeon Simulator less, but I Am Bread is like super notorious right now. I would think.
Yeah, and it's a case of no one takes either game serious, mainly to keep their sanity.
Unless you're Markiplier. Markiplier was just like, fuck this game. Fuck this game. It is the most angry I've ever seen him in a video.
I know. It's like, oh god, really? Just screw around with it. Don't try to treat it as a game. Do you not remember Surgeon Simulator? At all.
I'm sure he does, because he took a face paint on a treadmill playing that game.
But we are going to watch the video here in a second. But reading through this, and I'm not going to do it, but they kind of go in and say that the game, which will be called Worlds Apart, will be a bit like EVE Online. Except for it won't have the NPCs standing there waiting to just hand you a task and then tell you to go have fun and report back when you're done. Like what we run into on SWTOR on a daily basis.
Yes. Or most MMOs. Actually, all MMOs.
Yeah. To me, though, looking through all of this, I mean, they're saying about how they wanted it to be a freeform exploration and adventure game. And I butchered that word, I know. That right there automatically pops in my head, okay, along the lines of Minecraft. Kind of not have any guidelines, just be open, letting you do whatever you want to, and kind of creating your own game. And if that's the case, I would be fine with this game. Especially after watching the video. Because it don't look like a Minecraft clone. It really don't. I do want to mention this since I just saw it. They say that everything in the trailer is procedurally generated.
So, just like... What is that game? Fuck. I can't think of the game now. Game that's made like 5 people, and we didn't really know anything about it. And that was kind of a realization I had. That I then told you all about my realization, and you're like, yeah. Fuck.
I can't remember right offhand.
I can't remember it either. Damn. Oh well. Oh well.
But yeah, that's kind of about all that I want to poke at it, because I kind of want the trailer to do more of the talking, so to say. Even though I don't think it actually has any talking in it. So, you queued up and ready?
Yes.
Alright, starting it up in 3, 2, 1. And I might have this up a little too loud still.
Kind of reminds me of Project Spark in art style.
Yeah. You're right there, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Look at my boat. My boat is amazing. Except when it has no hull.
But it's one of those that I could see this being more along the lines of like a more advanced Minecraft kind of concept.
Yeah.
Where there's really nothing there in stone and you're kind of making your own adventure.
Yeah. I would say just flying around and exploring would probably be pretty cool.
Yeah. And grappling hook, so you can play Batman.
A bit terribly right there. It's just like, hang on. Okay, I'm past the gap now. It's just scrape my nuts on the whole friggin' floor right there. It definitely looks interesting.
It's one of those that I would like to kind of keep an eye on. I'm not going to say right now that I would want to play it, but I'm not going to say that I wouldn't either. But it's one of those that it's like, this would be something to kind of keep an eye on and see what happens out of it. But that's kind of it, really. Because
Yeah.
I hit the highlights out of the article anyhow.
And since Glock is permanently AFK himself, I'll say his quick draw for him. He was going to talk about how Greg Zischuk was one of the co-founders of BioWare. He's coming back to gaming. He has joined the board of Bibba, a Vancouver-based app developer making mobile augmented reality apps that work with playground equipment aimed at young children. That's very specific. That's a very specific thing you're doing there. Apparently, he will serve as chairman of the board. It's part of an announcement by Bibba Baba Booba Baba Biba Booba Baba Booba Boop Baba. About a partnership with recreational equipment. That's about today about a partnership with recreational equipment company Play Power to create a line of Bibba compatible playground apps. Am I the only one who's confused by that? Yes, playgrounds are so advanced these days. They have apps now. Why?
Well, there's an app for that, right?
Ah, dear. Wait, it gives children referred play by using augmented reality to create adventures at playgrounds and in the other outdoor activities. What happened to good old imagination? This sounds like okay. Children aren't imaginative enough these days, so we gotta have to give the imagination to them. That's what I'm hearing. Great. There's nothing else interesting. Just Mr. Zischuk after leaving the industry because, well, Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
That's the short and long. That's the short version of that story. He's back and he's working on playground equipment. Yay!
Because reasons.
Yeah, it's definitely far less stressful than making a AAA title these days. So yeah, there is the absentee Glock's quick draw. So yeah, that'll pretty much do it. Almost a bit of a short show. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark, so a little under 2 hours.
Good enough.
Yeah, we talked about Amiibos a lot, which I kind of expected.
And we kind of drove Glock away with that, unfortunately.
Yeah, our talk of Amiibos was super effective on Glock, and he's bamped out of here to go do other things.
I almost think he did like he usually does us on Rift Tracks with the draft discussion.
Yes.
Like he just walked away and was like, nope, fuck it.
It's like, I want nothing to do with this conversation. So yeah. Now, we normally try not to plug our other shows. We try to keep that contained to the show itself. But, and again, I'll reiterate what I said last night. We are having a special Sunday Rift Track stream. Once more, it's Sunday Night Rifts as WWE Fastlane is going to be on air on the WWE Network. Well, on airing. It's normally on the WWE Network. But the WWE Network is free this month, so if you downvote us on a video because we're not streaming it, well, guess what? The fucking network's free this month, so go watch Fastlane for free, you fuckheads.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure a way to where I put in the video at a certain point. This is not the actual stream. And see if that changes anything.
Oh, it won't.
I know it won't, but at least then when people downvote it, they'll just look stupid.
Yeah.
Just pointing that out, guys. I mean, everyone ought to know we can't put that up on YouTube without it getting took down immediately.
Yeah, OSW Reviews had problems with that, and they don't stream the entire stream. They just use snippets of it, and most of it's just the video, no audio. And they've had problems with their reviews where they've just had to completely just get away from YouTube and just use another video service for their podcasts. So yeah, no, we're not going to get ourselves taken down. We are not that dumb. We are not that daring.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway.
So yeah, Fastlane, that should be highly entertaining. I'm kind of nervous yet curious about the whole Daniel Bryan Roman Reigns match to see how that goes. Because I don't know if WWE is going to feel pressure enough to be like, we're going to put Daniel Bryan in the main event again. And I kind of hope they don't fall into that trap. Because I feel that will stunt Roman Reigns hard. Roman Reigns needs to see succeed or fail on his own. And he needs to, prove to the fans, to the audience at Fastlane, that he is worthy of that number one contendership in a match against Daniel Bryan. And I think that could be a really good opportunity for him. Have him have a really good match against Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan loses, but in a fighting effort.
Yeah.
No interference, no DQ, no bullshit like that. Just have them duke it out. Roman Reigns wins in the end. Respect across the board for both. Roman Reigns gets to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and for the love of God, make it a good match because you're going to regret it if you don't.
No interference, no disqualification. Boy, you're expecting a lot out of WWE.
Okay, I was watching OSW review Royal Rumble 2001, and guess how many DQ finishes there were?
How many?
None. Guess how many interferences there were?
None.
2.
Oh, wow.
1 during the main event, 1 during the title match, and technically 1 during the Rumble. That was it. And the only one that affected the match was the one during the title match. But it was there to set up and to keep the storyline going. Like, they were commenting on how good this era of wrestling was. And I do remember that because I watched that. That was the era of wrestling I grew up on. 2001, 2002, Rock, Austin, Triple H, Taker, Kane. You know, when the roster was really deep creatively, not just in the talent aspect, but creatively as well. You know, wrestling was good, across the card. Fans were ravenous. Were just into everything that was happening. Like, it was a great time to be a wrestling fan. And now look what we're in. So yeah, check that out Sunday. Rift Tracks is gonna, and TDSR is gonna be affected by this at all. You'll just get a double dose of Rift Tracks this week. Now I'm sure we'll have fun with Fastlane, maybe.
And we'll have fun with Zexel.
Zexel won't be the. Maybe, you know what? Zexel has at least progressively gotten a little better. Like, the last week's episode was tolerable, at least. It wasn't like the worst thing in the world.
Astral's gotten better.
Yes, well, that goes without saying. Like, Astral's the best character of this fucking show at this rate, but.
Oh.
But I think the problem is you start Yuma. I've heard that Yuma's got good development throughout the show. I think the problem is that with season 1, Yuma starts off in a bad place as a character in terms of development, but over time he's going to get better. It's just we're stuck with dumbass Yuma for a while.
Unfortunately.
But and I'm sorry, that is a terrible way to start off your show for your main character, in that he's a complete and utter imbecile.
Pretty much, yeah.
A perfect example would be Star Trek: The Next Generation, the first couple seasons of that, because apparently everyone's a rock dead idiot in that one. And oh god, I just saw a picture of the Avengers from Avengers 2 in figure arts form, and oh god, they look gorgeous. That
Oh,
Hulk looks
Lord.
really good. So yeah, plenty of stuff this weekend for you folks, so don't worry. We still got more for you before we close out the week.
And hopefully next week everything will be back to normal, so.
Yes, because now my internet's going to be very cooperative without me touching a goddamn thing. I haven't talked about that yet. My internet hasn't done anything all week. So I have a complete charter internet installation kit, and I have no use for any of it. I mean, coaxial cables and all. So yeah, I'm sure I'll have an update like next week in the middle of like SoTor stream, like shit goes down, and then I'm like swapping modems in the middle of it. So yeah, folks, we're gonna close out for Glock, who's currently not here, and for Tommy, who actually is here. I'm Peace. Good night, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks with another installment of the Gaming Saloon, as more gaming industry hijinks are, I'm sure, to ensure, maybe. Or we're just going to have some kind of boring things to talk about that aren't that interesting just yet.
One of the two.
We'll see you then.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon on our site at tgstgsr.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following at TGSaloon, on Facebook at facebook.com/thegaming-saloon, on Google Plus at google.com/plus tgstgsr.org, and on YouTube at youtube.com/tgsaloon. Till next time.